Everybody, good evening. How's everybody doing today on this cold day? We are here in the 808 Mix Studio doing the Four Guys on the Mic. 46 degrees in here in the studio, but we're going to have a show. So we have the usual people here.
Mr. Bags here. Hi, good evening or good night. I don't know how. What would you call it?
Still evening. Buenas noches.
I got to turn on my mic, Mr. H here. Good evening, and it's cold out there.
And the one and only, the friendly ghost, MX1.
Yeah. So today was a cold day for everybody. Of course, a lot of people missed school, didn't go to school. People didn't go to work because it was too cold. They didn't want to drive out there in the ice.
Speaking of that, what is better, front wheel drive or rear wheel drive? Get in this ice.
Front wheel drive or rear wheel drive? Oh,
Both.
How about four-wheel drive? That's a
four by
lot better.
four. But if you didn't have a 4x4 though,
Que chocante.
la gente rica.
Front-wheel drive. I think front-wheel drive is a lot better. If you were to ask my son, he would say it's a lot funner too.
Well, from what I heard, front wheel drive is hard to turn and time to take off at the same time.
Is that why airplanes don't have them?
I guess that's why everybody getting stuck. Can you get yourself out of icy condition?
Yeah,
Up a hill, down a hill?
that's right. Want to go ahead and send a special shout out to Mr. H's daughter, who's in the studio, freezing her butt off, and the one and only Mr. Quiet, Big Mouth.
Welcome, Daniela.
How do you want to say her name?
Oh, scratch that out. Beep.
Hey, I'm glad to be on the show for the first time.
Welcome.
Well, welcome to the show. Welcome to the studio.
Welcome,
We
welcome.
actually been asking for the last year or so for you to come visit us, but
Really?
I'm glad you're here. Yeah, we tell your dad, but he's like,
But-
oh, she's not available.
She can't come. She's doing something else.
She says she's got better friends than four guys on the mic.
That's not true.
Oh no, it is. Yes, it is true.
Stop lying. You know this.
He never told me nothing.
Yeah, he never told me anything.
She lying.
I believe her 100%.
I agree.
What to say? I am my father's daughter.
Ay, pobrecita.
Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that.
Me too.
Feel sorry for the daughter or the dad?
Both.
Y también la perra.
Pobre June.
Pobre June. Why June?
She's tuning in.
That's a good question. Let's see. So what's on the agenda? What kind of question do we have?
Question, sure. This one's pretty much for those entrepreneurs or whatever, business people. But if you had to open up a business, what type of business would it be? You want to be your own boss? Open
Ain't
up your own
nothing
business?
like a whole business.
Yeah. For sure. So,
No, it was. I think it'll be an electrical business.
Right. So
Everybody needs power.
that's true. I would say I would stick with what I know. But since I don't know anything, I wouldn't open up a business then.
good choice.
Well, as far as myself is, I guess the title says it all. I love being a DJ. But if I could open a business, it'll be probably like a instrument store where I can sell DJ gear and stuff like that.
Oh, that would be nice.
Yeah.
I think if I were to open a business, it would probably have to be like a clothing business. Cause like, who doesn't need clothes? Everyone needs clothes.
Now apparently the girls that Mr. Bags likes, they don't need no clothes.
We know a place where there's some girls that need clothes, but they don't let us go there.
Shout out goes out to Mr. Bag's wife. OC1 Killer. If you're listening, say hi. If you're asleep, say hi anyways.
So
That was it?
yeah, no, well, I forgot. I didn't answer. So
Oh, okay.
mine will be the same thing with Mr. Hernandez, Mr. Mendez. Sorry, Mr. Mendez, electrical also, because I like working on electricity. You know, it's fun.
Usted hace sus toques.
Yeah. You know what's also fun? Seeing him get electrocuted from one to time. Hi.
Yet, every time. But hey, that way you learn.
That way you learn.
It's hot.
Yeah, that's good.
I also want to go ahead and send a special shout out to the CEO, Miss Adriana Ortiz, who's actually watching the new Texas Chainsaw movie. It just came out on Netflix.
Está toda scary en la noche.
That's right.
I'm scared.
Hug me.
Este pa' allá, tengo calor.
Oh, here's the question, guys, for everybody. Girls or guys also. What is your favorite way to be pampered?
With
What's-
Pampers?
Pampered. Not Pampers, but pampered.
I don't use Pampers.
I'm still not that old.
Not
I mean,
yet.
I'm getting there.
Not yet.
Okay.
Maybe 10 more years from now, maybe.
Okay, I like tools and I like electronics. So give me money, and I can get lost for a whole day. Nah.
That's one way.
Sure do. That's how I like to get pampered.
Electronics.
That's right, electronics. I love it.
I agreed. Electronics, since I'm working wood. So,
What? Huh?
And what?
You work in wood and you like
Wood.
electronics? What?
well, yeah.
I thought wood was
Nail
wood.
guns, drills,
Ah.
power tools.
You have power tools.
Power.
So can you repeat the question? Because I forgot it.
What is
It's
your
been-
favorite way
Been whole 3
to
seconds.
be pampered?
That is a good question. To be pampered, I think going on a trip. Going on a trip, going somewhere you probably have never been, and checking it out. I think to me that would be a form of pampering. Whether yourself or someone else.
Going out there exploring.
Yeah, kind of like let's say I want to go back to Cancun. I would like to go back to New York. I would like to go, just visit other places. So yeah, I think that to me would consider, pampering yourself or pampering someone else.
Alrighty then.
Unless
good.
and you shit on yourself, then you really would have to pamper yourself.
Not that kind of pampered, but pampered.
Go with the next question.
Well, I haven't answered mine also. Still,
we don't want your
I'm
answer.
asking, okay, we won't.
Okay, go ahead. No, go ahead.
Skip.
We don't want to know.
How about our audience out here? Hello, audience.
¿Están ocupados?
What's your favorite way to be pampered?
I don't even
Y
know
no
what the word-
pañales.
Oh,
You know what pepper means?
no.
Elaborate, Mr. Ramos.
What's your favorite way to be
Spoiled.
treated, spoiled,
Spoiled?
Mm-hmm.
pampered, spoiled?
Wait, what was the question again?
What is your favorite
Yep,
way
that is my
to
daughter.
be spoiled?
My favorite way to be spoiled?
Yes.
Yes.
How would you like to be spoiled, basically?
With money?
Ooh.
Who
That
doesn't?
was a good answer.
With money.
Yes.
Nothing else?
Money, 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 money.
Just money. Give me money. Give me
Yeah,
my money.
either money or love.
Each better have my money.
Yes,
You know what
exactly.
I'm talking about?
Alrighty then. Ya sabes.
No. Well, my favorite way to be pampered, I like to eat, but who doesn't? So
Yeah.
Food.
No, you really like to eat.
He really like to eat.
Hey,
I don't,
Food is
and
good.
I don't even know why he always posting pictures. I don't understand why. And then when he goes away, he doesn't want us to get pampered amongst us here.
no, you can't have that.
That's true.
I think we're gonna get together next time he leaves so we can send him pictures of us.
Yep.
That way he learn.
Hey, Ashley, thanks for tuning in. Ringo, we don't have Ringo. He hasn't shown up, but we got MX1. He'll do for now. That's good.
Cachito got fired.
And Cachito, Cachito's working out as always. So no, but he's not a part of the four guys on the mic. Just,
Yeah, there's only 4, and him would make him 5 and 6. So no, only 4. No. Want to send a special shout out to my cousin as well, Michael,
All
and
righty,
Ashley,
Michael.
of course. Thank you for tuning in. So what's our next question?
Okay, question. We have plenty. So, what is your favorite scent or smell?
Mine. My favorite scent is mine. My own funk. Like when I'm throwing the rocks, I don't like to flush because I like to smell my own scent. Yes, I said it.
What kind of? I mean, were you referring to hairspray or cologne or what?
Scent, anything.
Or body odor.
Theo.
Go ahead.
Go ahead. You were answering. You were gonna answer.
Stinky smell.
Gosh. What use
He's thinking.
Yeah, no,
I love the smell of weed.
no,
If that's what you like, that's what you
Yeah,
like.
hey. You like that smell?
no.
Here on the Four Guys on the Mic, we don't discriminate. We don't judge. If that's what you like, that's what you like.
It's all an open mic here.
Not just a cologne smell, put it on, but kind of cologne it is, as long as it smells good though.
So what you're telling me is that if you actually like a perfume, you
No,
will
no.
actually wear it.
Not perfume, cologne.
You say, well, I mean, you say anything you like.
Well, I mean, you like
Same
it.
cool
thing.
water.
You like it doesn't mean that you wear it. You just like the smell. That's your favorite scent.
It's the same thing. Perfume, cologne. It's the same thing.
No, it's not.
Really?
No.
You wear perfume?
I sure do.
I know you do.
Whenever my woman gets close to me and she was like lovey-dovey, I got her perfume on.
Damn right. So
I
what-
sure do. I said it.
So what's your favorite smell, Mr. Ramos? I mean, Mr. 88.
That
Yeah.
one? No. Now, growing up, as a teen, yeah, there was this perfume smell. I don't want to say who wore it because I get in trouble.
It's
But-
Jordache.
Brute.
Bruto.
No,
Brute 33. That would be me.
33.
That would be me.
no. Sierra, that's my favorite perfume to smell. That's my scent. When I smell that, I know what kind of perfume that is.
In other words, it takes them back into time.
Yeah.
Back in the
Yeah.
future.
Te van a pegar, eh?
Por eso dije, I didn't say no names.
All right. Shout out goes out to my player, Mr. Leo, who's actually listening somewhere out there. Happy belated birthday.
Well, we're glad somebody likes your funk because we sure don't.
Hey, listen, it is what it is.
Well, yeah, he still got your cover you gave him.
You already know.
All funky.
Oh,
We
that's
like the
fun.
phone. Celosos. What about you in the audience? What is your favorite funk smell?
Well, this might seem a little bit weird, but my favorite funk smell would be gasoline.
The hell, that is weird.
Clean.
No, that ain't weird. Hey, that ain't weird. I've actually smelled it too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It would either be gasoline or like acrylic nails.
No, I don't like
Oh,
acrylic.
okay.
No. The gasoline definitely.
The gasoline, now I can agree with that because the gasoline smell, I mean, it.
I hate it. It smells
Especially-
like shit. Oh,
No,
not
no,
literally
no.
shit, like shit.
No, it does not smell like
no,
poo.
But we're not talking like gasoline from a gas pump, but the gasoline once it comes out of the exhaust pipe from the cars. In Mexico, you smell that gasoline, it's like,
Yes.
it's different smell. So it's like, yeah.
That's all that lead.
Nope. Nope.
Hey, whatever it is, but yeah, I agree with you. I agree.
I'd rather smell the other gas than that gas.
Yeah, well, you're smelling it right now next to the next one.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
Oh, that's cool. That's cool. So,
Well, speaking of smell and all that, what y'all favorite food? You know, what were y'all like?
now you're talking my language.
Well, it seems like
Well,
it seems like
Do
it
y'all
seems like
prefer Brahms or Whataburger?
The hell?
that
You
is
said
that's
food.
not
You
even
didn't-
that's not even a
that's-
competition, man. Number 5 all day, every day.
Well, Brahms
Rock.
has number 5 on there.
Nah,
number
nah,
five.
nah, but nothing like with the W. Not even close.
Actually, Brahms is better.
Brahms is better.
Braum is not better.
Yeah.
I can have my own ice cream at the house.
We're gonna argue all day.
Oh, we can argue until we blue in the face. I can tell you, Whataburger. You know, next time we go to Whataburger, he doesn't get to eat because he doesn't like it.
I'll go to Brahms, which is
Well,
even
then
better.
you go to Braum.
And then afterwards, I'll get ice cream.
Well, that's you. But hey,
And
next
maybe
time
pick
we
up
go
some
together,
groceries.
Miss Mendes, he ain't gonna win this battle, Miss Mendes.
Miss
It's
Mendes,
number
we need,
5.
we need you to be here so you can slap him. You remember, you're the only one that can do it.
Yes,
We
I
need
said
you-
it.
The number 5 patty is flat, but Brahms has really big patties.
Whatever.
Have
Not
you
even
ever ate
close.
at Brahms?
We have one here in the hood.
You do?
Yeah, but I don't go to the one in the hood. Across the bridge.
Well, I'm loyal to my number 5, and I'll never leave her.
Yeah. You know, for me, there's nothing like, as far as food, like walking into a house and you get that smell, that, you know, homemade food, and it smells really nice. I'm like, oh, that's the best. You know?
En otras palabras, no le gusta gastar el güey.
Nope.
Comida en
Tampoco no
casa.
cocina.
Nope. But maybe that's why I like the smell when someone cooks.
I think he and June share canned food dog food.
Keep us in bits.
No, pues wow. Oh,
So-
look, we got permission.
Okay, we got permission to slap somebody here. We got
That-
permission to slap somebody.
He said, yo, mama said we were allowed to slap you.
read the screen. It's on there.
But what y'all prefer? Burgers, tacos, pizza?
All of the above.
I prefer sushi.
Sushi en cada
sushi.
madre.
How about rich people, eh?
Ah, ¿verdad?
She likes raw fish. Ugh.
Caviar.
Caviar.
No,
And
See,
I
man,
like
these-
the raw
I like
stuff.
okay, so I like stuff that's not really authentic. Like I like going to the Olive Garden, and that's not really authentic Italian food, but I like that stuff. You know, I like
Taco Bell?
Taco Bell, and it's not really Mexican food.
I just took a look again, but I guess I was right.
It's not even Tex-Mex food.
That's right. So yeah, it's whatever
But
goes really.
Demolition Man, that was the highest restaurant.
Mm-hmm. So I guess anything goes.
Uh-huh.
What would you eat every day though if you had?
I like Chinese food, and I probably wouldn't even get tired of it.
Really?
Yes, and I didn't used to like it.
I thought you were gonna say a number 5.
That too, but he said every day. So every day, Chinese food.
Well, I guess the Chinese food have a little variety of different kind of items, so
Yeah.
it's not just rice.
Aunque sea perro.
Aunque sea perro, cabo,
perro, gato,
carne es
ratón.
carne, carne es carne.
You name it.
I wonder if that's a stereotype as far as them cooking
It
dog
is.
and whatnot.
Well, it's a stereotype, but in other countries, they do eat cats and dogs. And, you know, and they frown upon us when we eat cows. I mean, you know, cows
That's
in
true.
India are sacred.
Yeah.
So,
Not here in the U.S.
yeah, they're sacred to my stomach.
I think here we eat just about everything.
Yeah.
Cows, pigs, whatever.
You know,
Cow,
and
pig,
like
chickens,
here we don't eat rat or
turkey.
mice or anything, but in other countries, I mean, they have rats too. I know you do, but most people don't.
Watch what you eat when you go to Mexico.
Go every taco
Sí, no.
stand, hay puras ratas.
So do you think if you ever go to like another country and they're serving you and you order something and they're serving it to you, will you be like, oh man, I wonder if it's different kind of meat that's not
Because
used to or
yes,
something?
because the texture is different. So when I was in Mombasa, we went to the Hard Rock Cafe, and I ordered me a burger. You know, I mean, just a regular burger, and yeah, the meat texture was different. So I'm not really
Okay.
sure what I was actually eating. So I only ate half a burger. So I ordered me a pizza, and then brought me the pizza, but then he had no pizza sauce. So it was just tomato pieces. So I was like,
Dang.
so it's different. In other places, it's different how they eat their food.
So every meat is this true what they say? Every meat tastes like chicken?
Not everything. I don't think so. Some people have told me that horse meat
Yeah.
is really good. And as
Yeah.
a matter of fact, here in Dallas a few years back, we had the
Jack in the Box?
no, not Jack in the Box. The plant it closed down because of PETA. I'm gonna get you, PETA.
Who's Peter?
People eating tasty animals.
Oh, okay.
PETA.
Yeah, the PETA closed down the slaughterhouse because they say it was inhumane. But it's funny how it just depends what kind of animal they're killing because, like I say, it is inhumane the way we kill chickens and the way we kill cows and pigs and stuff like that. But there's like a stop of certain animals that they don't want to kill. It is what it is.
It's the U.S. tradition.
See,
Okay, what do y'all think about people eating other people?
tasty. Oh, let's see.
If it comes down to it,
Well,
Would y'all eat other human?
Yes, it's called survival.
if it comes, if we have to, that was the only thing. Yes.
Not me.
I know.
I'd
Asa- I
rather
know
eat
Asa-
vegetables.
I know in the Mendes family, it would be Asa, the first one they'll eat.
for sure.
Have you seen that movie Alive?
Yes.
Yes.
If you haven't, yeah. The movie Alive.
Yeah,
And
they ate
it's,
them alive.
Based
No,
on
no,
a true
no, no.
story.
They died and then they ate them. Okay.
It's based on a true story. It's a
Yeah.
movie. Good movie.
Yeah.
I like it. But yes, depending on survival, yes.
Yes, that's a good question. Yes, it's survival instinct.
I couldn't do it.
Did y'all hear about the case where this guy owned a diner and they ended up running out of cow meat and people ordered a bunch of burgers and they actually ended up killing a waitress and feeding the meat to the people. Would y'all taste the difference? Would y'all still eat it?
If probably a lot of people
If I
didn't even
didn't
know
know,
the difference.
Yeah.
You didn't know?
I
Yeah,
mean,
if you didn't know, do you know? I mean, like even when you go to Brahms, I mean, you might be eating tasty people you don't even know, and that's why you keep going back.
Now the only thing that maybe crosses my mind is like if you get different kind of meats, right? So if they were to kill a Asian, would it taste like Chinese food? That's what I'm thinking. And if you kill a Mexican, would it taste like tacos?
Well,
I'm offended.
What you trying to say?
¿Qué quieres decir con eso?
oh, Mr. Man.
But yeah,
Research.
no, but that is a good question. So, like I've always been told, me myself, I don't like to eat meat that's being slaughtered.
Yes, I've been a
So,
witness to that.
yeah,
Now, that is
I
the
know.
funniest thing.
If
Yeah.
you see it, right? Because
Yeah.
I mean they
If it
slaughter them all the
seasons-
time.
If it seasons, he won't touch it.
I will not touch it.
Dang.
Like, oh, look, it smells good. I just won't eat it. But
Why not?
if I go to your home and you're cooking something, un asado or whatever, carne, no, I'll eat it because it tastes good. Why? Because I didn't see it being killed. So,
Yeah, that was a funny thing.
Wow.
yeah, that's me.
I really don't care. I mean, I think it tastes better when you see it. When you see that animal being killed and it turns into some yummy food.
Miss Mendes believed that. I can attest to that. He would not even touch it. Okay, so
Believe it.
I'll give you another example. Milk. We used to have cows once upon a time at my grandma's house. And they would go and get milk, fresh milk. He wouldn't even touch it.
Wait,
No.
the animal wasn't being tortured.
Yeah, but the thing is, it wasn't from the store. That's the thing.
It wasn't pasteurized and homogenized. That's what it was.
Sheesh, I'm sorry, sheesh.
So-
Así es la
And
gente-
skin milk.
Así es la gente rica. I'm telling you.
So
They rather go buy milk than get it from the cow.
I'm telling you, he wouldn't touch it.
I would not touch it. My mom would buy me the regular milk from a gallon and
Borden milk,
know,
not
that's
just
it.
regular milk. Borden milk.
Si no era boring, no me lo tomo.
Oh, no.
Toma.
Why buy the cow when you get the milk for free? I mean, buy the milk when you get the milk for free. That's it.
Please do not give him more coffee to Mr. H.
yes, Miss Mendez, that's how I grew up. So hey, but yeah,
Silver spoon in your mouth.
pretty much spoiled, I guess. Spoiled, you know. Yeah. So
That was a good one.
So yeah, best 3 home cooked meal.
Frijoles, huevo.
now we're talking about best 3 home cooked meals.
The hell, you can't go wrong with frijoles.
No, I mean yeah, because it's home cooked, then you know, I guess it'll be. So don't get me wrong.
Look, I'm allowed to pick whatever I want to pick.
But-
Hello.
3 home
pick it.
cooked meal, breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
Okay.
I gotta think about the third one though.
But I don't want to say something because I know Ringo already knows me already. So
Yes, I do.
Who's Ringo?
I mean MX1. You know MX1. He already
Don't
knows.
give up my true name. They're gonna Google me.
Yeah, I heard that. I've heard that. I don't know about MX1, but I heard that Ringo doesn't like onions.
That guy's wimp. Don't like onions.
He hates onions.
You can't even see the onions. It's like,
I can even
He
smell
will
it.
eat onions for liver.
I won't eat the onions, but I will eat the liver.
But
ew.
it's got to be cooked with onions, no? So,
Oh yeah,
doesn't have flavor.
it has to have the flavor. But yeah, I won't eat onions.
Liver.
The liver tastes good. I like
It
the
sure
taste of
does.
liver.
It sure does. So my 3 favorite meals that the CEO cooks for me, I'll have to say, the beans. That's because I'm a poor Mexican. She makes some killer chicken Alfredo that I like to eat. And believe it or not, it's been years. I want to say almost a decade.
That she's made it?
No, well, not since she's made it. Since actually I ate it.
Wow.
Chiles rellenos. She knows how to make them really good. And I got sick one day. And I have never touched them after that.
Wow.
But it wasn't because of the chili rellenos. It was just I just got sick that day, and I decided that I was never gonna eat it.
Is that the only food that you haven't eaten because you taste or somehow it didn't agree with you?
No, it wasn't that it didn't agree with me. It's I was passing a stone that day, so I ate my chili. Oh man, I could eat chili rellenos for days.
Really?
But that day I just felt bad, and I felt ill to my stomach, and you know, obviously I did think that it was probably the chili relleno, but it wasn't.
Oh, okay.
So then after that I got sick, and I was told no more greasy food. So
Oh.
they won they went the chili rellenos for me.
Damn.
Shout out to my CEO. She's good in the kitchen and everywhere else.
You don't want to get it. Nope.
You don't want to get it. You hush your mouth.
She's good at cleaning. Yeah, cleaning. Yeah.
As a matter of fact, she's making me lunch for tomorrow.
Órale.
What's up, girl? Do your thing in the kitchen.
Eso. There you go.
How about you, H?
So, but wait a minute, MX1. So how come all those food items that you just described, but then when I come over, it's always caldo de pescado?
You know what? It's funny that you say that because we actually had that today. We had that today. We had caldo de pescado.
Damn, sounds nice.
Not because of my request. That's because of Negro's request. So whatever her baby wants, her baby gets. And I'm just the guy I'll eat just about anything except onions and sauerkraut.
Good. So, home cooked meals. We're talking about home cooked.
So I'm told that I'm sorry, Mr. 88 doesn't like seafood. And
He doesn't?
And it's funny because he goes to Long John's and gets fish and
It's a fillet.
whatever.
Fish fillet.
So the next time he goes away on Mexico, we're gonna get together. We're gonna do
Let's do that.
fajitas. We're gonna do burgers and we're gonna do hot dogs. And they say, this is seafood. See it?
Yep.
No.
True.
And it's a funny thing on that one too, MX1, because this weekend when I went to Mexico, the Tito invited my brother Cacho, and Jose and Nancy, Las Cosas, ahí de Zaragoza. They were gonna go out to eat, but at that time, I was on my way to Sabinas, right? So I couldn't go. So it's a good thing, and like I told him, it's a good thing I didn't go because fueron a los mariscos. It's like, well, I don't eat that, so
But
it's a good thing I
you
didn't
don't
go.
eat it because you never try them, or you just don't want to try them.
I don't want to try because fish has a lot of espinas,
Okay, but not
and-
every fish. Is.
and I can't, I can't do that.
Oh,
No.
nomás quiere comer carne sin huesos.
Yes. Carne sin hueso,
Carne
because
sin hueso.
it scares me having to swallow una espina.
That
it's
didn't
like,
sound right for some reason. Okay, but go ahead.
Yeah, but that's like on fish. But what about like shrimp and calamari and,
No, shrimp I'll eat it.
And-
Shrimp that's
And
fine. but-
sushi.
and sushi and octopus?
Octopus.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'll eat that. But I mean, shrimp.
Crab
that's fine,
legs.
But crab leg, no.
Crab legs no tiene hueso?
I just don't like it. People post all those videos and on Facebook. Guys, our group, our friends that we have. I don't know what you call it. They say that
He
pot
said
of
he had
puro,
friends.
the elote and all that kind of stuff and whatever. They just throw the whole thing in the bags, whatever that is.
Oh, he's
Yeah.
talking about like the I want to say like I don't know if it's called goulash or something, but it's like Louisiana Cajun where they put all that.
Oh, yeah. They put it in the plastic bag and yeah.
Yeah, that
That tastes good.
I don't like it. So so yeah.
So have you tasted it?
No, he's never tried it.
No,
But he's like,
I just exactly.
hey,
I don't try
listen,
it.
he doesn't like it. Like he doesn't like your tacos and the gringas.
Oh, yeah.
At one
yeah.
point.
Yes. So, what is your favorite food?
My favorite food, Mexican style, home cooked.
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't
Just
matter.
favorite food in
Oh.
general.
Anything.
Then anything is chicken fried steak. So I love chicken fried steak. Chile rellenos, of course, that's one
I
of my
hate
favorite
that name.
also.
Chicken fried steak.
Or country fried steak. Chicken fried steak, country fried steak. I'll eat that every time. Every time I go out somewhere, one of those restaurants. What I ordered? Country fried steak.
And frijoles.
And frijoles on the side. Yes. So never forget the frijoles.
Mr. Bags. I know you don't have a lot because we know your wife doesn't cook.
She don't cook at all. I know that. So.
Yes, I said it.
But can you
So,
name at least
my
one?
favorite thing, Mr. Bags, is my favorite thing to eat is maruchas.
Marucha. Topa de 3 minutos.
You can make a spread out of that.
What is one food that you could eat every single day without getting tired of it?
I just told you that earlier.
No,
Chinese.
Chinese.
not Chinese, just like one specific.
Chinese.
Okay.
Okay,
Yes,
so
what type of Chinese food?
orange chicken.
Like some breaded pork chops.
Breaded?
Breaded pork chops.
I've never had them breaded.
No, just on flour, just like you do fried chicken. You just some pork chops.
I've never done fried chicken.
Mr. Bags. Mr. Bags, someone in the audience wants to know why they didn't cook for you today.
Because I was home.
Cold blooded.
I didn't work today. I work from home. Like other people.
Mm-hmm. I know you
I
do.
couldn't call in.
What are you looking at me for?
I don't know. They're just fun to look at, I guess.
What about you, Mr. H?
My favorite food to eat, the one food that I can eat, believe it or not, I grew up on frijoles, so if you give me frijoles every day, I'm happy with it.
Frijoles en bola.
En bola,
Refried.
machucados, refried, it doesn't matter. As long
Frijoles
as
en bola con sopa de coditos.
Y salsa búfalo.
And salsa búfalo. Yeah, you're right.
You're making me hungry.
Papas.
Papas.
What about you, D? What do you like?
I would probably have to say ramen.
Ramen
Ramen.
noodles.
The ramen noodles, yep.
Topa de 3
Okay.
minutos.
3 minutos.
Híjole.
Okay, what is the strangest compliment you have ever gotten?
The strangest compliment I've ever gotten?
Yes.
Strangers or their most like unusual or something?
Yes, unusual, strangest, whichever one.
Oh.
Compliment? A compliment?
Obviously, you can see that we've never been complimented because
No.
anyone can't
No,
think of
we do.
anything.
You know, and this goes out to everybody. Like me, I'm 48 years old. It really isn't a compliment, but when people call you, man, you look young for your age, that means you have taken care of yourself one way or the other. Now I don't believe that, but to me, it's like, man, you don't look like you're 48.
I don't believe
Yeah,
it.
I thought you were in like your late 30s.
I am.
Honestly, I can't think of any compliments that I'm like, okay, this stuck with me. And like, oh man, I feel so, proud to, that they told me this or whatever. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
What about you guys? Damn, I can tell we're
No,
sorry.
no.
We suck.
Well, I get complimented. I'm saying every time, but
He
hey,
does all the time. He
Yeah,
lying.
yeah. Well,
Quiere chiflar él solo.
Mr. 88's wife, he lying.
Damn, I look good. Thank you. See? No, but seriously, compliment basically when people tell me you don't smoke, you don't drink. Hey, quiet.
That's a lie. We know that's a lie now.
They don't know you
No.
like we know you.
No.
He be lying to people talking about I don't drink.
I don't drink.
I've actually
beer.
seen them drunk, believe it or not.
Cause they asked me. People ask me, "You don't drink beer?" I said, "I sure don't."
Well, that's true. He doesn't drink beer.
Thank
drink-
you.
he don't drink
Then I'm not lying. So, and smoke, I don't smoke. So that's the compliment.
He eats.
So
things.
it's basically like saying for me, like it's what he's trying to say is like me trying to say, oh, I don't smoke, but then I light up a a funny cigarette,
Smoke.
but I
every
don't
day.
smoke, right? Because I don't smoke regular cigarettes. He drinks alcohol, mixed drinks. Wait, let me finish, Mr. 88. He drinks girly drinks.
He sure does.
What? I mean, whiskey, vodka.
He's
Man's
the type
drink.
that says, I don't drink, I don't smoke, and I don't cuss. Motherfucker left my cigarettes at the bar.
Another thing that people tell me is that they say that I'm genuine, just the way I am.
One
Simple,
of a kind.
simple, genuine. I like it.
Right.
Either people are gonna like you, people are gonna hate you for it. So
True.
I hate them for it anyway.
that's why I'm just a guy.
People tell me I'm an ass.
Okay, well, what is the weirdest thing someone has told you? Or like the meanest, weirdest?
That would be my wife. She tells me I love you every day, and I know that's a lie.
You know what? To me, one day I was at a store. I can't remember which one it was. And I had some stuff that I had bought, and it was kind of I don't know how to think about that, but I was going through the line, and when I was excuse me, I was about to pay, the cashier goes, "You're 50, right?" I'm like, well, back then I was like 42, and she's like, "You're 50, right?" I'm like, "No." She goes, "You're 50," and I was like, "Okay." She goes, "Okay, then you get a senior's discount." I was like, I don't know if I should have felt offended or if I should felt helped. You know?
Look, I would have felt offended, but my wallet would have said thank you.
That's true.
I'm offended, but thank you.
Yep.
Walking in cripple?
No.
Okay, what is the best advice someone has ever given you?
My father, my stepdad, he once told me that he said marriage is gonna be up and down. There will be times where you guys gonna beat each other's throat. Be the man that you are meant to be, and when things get tough, walk away. Compose yourself and come back. That's it. That's the best advice I've ever given me. See.
The best advice I was given was by my friends, and they said hit and dip.
Hit and dip. Okay. Mr. 88, what's the best advice you've ever gotten?
The best advice that I have received, that was from my mom.
Dijo, mijo, no te cases.
See, but besides that, don't ever slap a woman. Never hit a woman. that was the advice that I took.
Unless she
And
likes
still-
it.
Unless you like to get hit, then yeah. In the noches. But no, seriously, don't hit the woman. Don't hit girls. Still,
Yeah. Just got to figure out which one's the guy side. Like really quick. Mr. 88? I mean, Mr. Bags?
I just answered my question.
I know.
Don't hit women
Right, unless they deserve it.
unless they deserve it. Just kidding.
Which I didn't follow. They say, stay in school, get educated, because eso nunca te lo quitan. But
Yeah,
I didn't follow
true.
those steps. Went the easy way.
School of Hard Knocks.
Yeah, school of life.
Yeah.
El carro que agarraba, carro que nunca te lo quitaban.
Batallaban para quitárselo, yeah. I don't know. I think best advice for me was, just to enjoy life, for me. I think enjoying life to me, when they told me it's like, okay, you know what? Yeah, you got to relax and enjoy life. So I think to me that's the best advice. And I do enjoy life, believe it or not.
Not to mention he's got great friends.
That's why I enjoy life.
Well, that's debatable, but yeah.
You got great friends?
Well, so they say.
Oh, I'd like to meet them someday.
We should have
Me too.
invited them.
All right, so go for it, Mr. 88. Ask your question.
What is your favorite memory as a child growing up?
Ooh.
Not what you did wrong or bad, just
Right, favorite memory
So
in general.
We don't want to know what you did, all the crooked things you did, but
I would say summer.
Go ahead.
I would say summertime, going out to the parks and all that, riding bikes, playing football in the streets.
it's good. Played in hide and seek.
Tag.
All those games.
MX?
I did everything the new generation doesn't get to do, which like Mr. Bag says, we were able to play outside. I mean, that was our pastime. I played from the sun came up to the sun came down. Baseball, soccer, hide and seek, you name it, everything we did. I mean, there was never a time where, you ever heard me say, "Oh, I'm bored." Shoot. Patitas, ¿pa' qué las quiero? I was at the door.
Nunca estábamos en la casa.
Oh, you always had a game playing, so
And then I came over and then I got spoiled. Puro ni entiendo and riding bikes at the levee. You know how it is. So
Yeah.
going to the mall, la pulga que estaba en la Bernal.
La pulga la verdad. Man, I tell you. Cada domingo, vamos al mall.
That's a lie, Eva.
Yeah, that is a lie, Eva. That is a lie.
Mr. H?
For me, I think fondest memory, probably school. Believe it or not.
What?
Yeah, I know.
You mean the
Sounds-
days? You
No,
mean the
no,
days you
that's-
went?
You know what? I'm just not gonna say nothing no more.
He's counting the days he went to school, but then he skipped the rest of the class.
Yeah.
Even the audience went like, huh?
The days that I was supposed to be going to school.
Oh, that's more likely.
No, it was actually school. Believe it or not. I mean, I remember middle school, the elementary school. I remember my teacher, how she took me home one day because I got sick.
Ay, cochino.
See, I mean, it's to my house, not her house.
Oh, you didn't speculate.
I wouldn't mind if she took me to her house either. Pero hey, that's a whole different story.
La viejita.
No tenía dientes. That was a special part.
Ay, Dios mío. I think I'm in love with you. I mean, for you.
No, honestly, it was cool. I think just the atmosphere of school, of being there. I think to me that was one of my fondest memories. As sad as that sounds.
All right, good. That's very good.
What was the question again?
What's your favorite memory as a child when you were growing up?
Well, I'm still a child. Well, not really, but I guess you could say I'm still a child.
Well, true.
Yes, you are.
I guess my favorite memory would be when it was dark outside and it was too late to play outside. My mom and my dad, they would turn off all the lights in the house,
Okay.
and then we would just end up playing hide and go seek in the dark around the house.
That was just Mr. H being cheap.
Was
Yes.
Apaga todas las luces.
Baja las luces. Oh, vamos a
let's
jugar
just-
ahora sí.
I would tell Max, hey, let's have energy. Come on, let's go turn off all the lights. Let's tell them we're going to play hide and seek.
Well, no, my fondest memory growing up as a child, bike riding. I miss those days, going out and bike riding all over West Dallas. Well, yeah, West Dallas, all over the levee. That was every day with my cousins and I.
With his
So,
cousins.
Yeah.
Can you
That
still
would be
ride a
good.
bike?
Bicycle.
Los de La Paz.
No, that was my cousin Martin
Okay.
and our friends.
Oh, okay.
So we always hang out, go bike riding all over Tapayac Apartments, all the way to our house on Bernal, La Pulga del 12, or La Pulga now, no, La Pulga. Eladio Martinez Middle School now, I think, or Eladio Martinez Elementary. Yeah, that one. So yeah, bike riding back in the days, the best. That was my memories.
All right. So y'all always stayed around West Dallas and
Yes.
here Oak Cliff. Nunca han salido para otro lado.
Otro lado, but like where? Like,
The other side of downtown.
In other words, if you're asking us if we ever went like to the east side or north side, no.
hell no. Because back in the days, I mean, this is just me. Funny story, funny thing. But back in the days of my teens, I used to have a car, of course, when I was 16. I drove my car. Didn't know where I was going. Ended up in another part of town that looked kind of scary. So, yeah. So it was, the other part of town. I don't want to say which one, but hey, this is Oak Cliff. So it wasn't Oak Cliff. But yeah. So
Why
was
don't you
scary.
want to say where it was? It's like, is it against the law or something?
because I have friends on the other side. So, no.
Who's me?
Oh,
I
okay.
hate y'all. I just wanted y'all to know that I hate y'all. I mean, if y'all don't listen to me,
Okay.
I'm putting it up there for y'all know.
So let me tell you this. Picture this. We're in Dallas. We're in West Dallas. So the other side will be what?
East Dallas.
Thank you.
Oh, so you hate people from East Dallas?
No, he
No.
he just didn't know the difference between when he was on Canada Drive and as soon as he crosses Westmoreland, he thought it was East Dallas.
No. I mean, but that was a Pinkston side, so I knew Pinkston, so I knew that area. So it was.
So
on the
why do you
other
hate?
side.
Why do you hate people from East Dallas?
Nobody said I hate people from East Dallas. I
Who
just.
said
That's what I got out of it.
No,
No,
it's just
no.
the thing when you think about it, like Dallas has a lot of history, right? And like Mr. 88 says, we would travel all the up and down the levee and stuff like that, but we didn't know where Little Mexico was,
Spice Park?
No,
yeah,
we
but
did
we
not
didn't know. We
I
didn't
did
know
not
that. And even though we were going towards, towards downtown, all those barrios, we didn't know que la bajada y que
Oh, really?
todo eso. No, we didn't
No.
know none of that stuff. We just knew that Tia Paula and mi tío live on that side, but we didn't know what they were calling those barrios right there.
All we knew was like Ledbetter. That's us.
Okay.
And then the projects, y luego, West Dallas un
La
poquito
Estrella,
para
la
allá. That's
bajada,
all we
y
ever
That's all we
did.
knew.
Okay.
La bajada, la subida, el columpio, you name it, whatever you want to call it.
Sube baja.
So nunca fueron a downtown.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we would go.
We go to downtown, but like I said, we didn't know there was a Pikes Park, Little Mexico, right there. We didn't know. So
Okay.
We didn't
So
have
it-
cell phones back then.
no, we
What
didn't.
about Old City Park?
Paper map?
paper map.
Did you have a paper map?
You know what? I know how. I kind of knew how to read a paper map. I used to know how to read a paper map.
Mascope.
Yeah, map
yeah,
scope,
you would
yeah.
have to buy it, but it was between buying a Mapsco map or buying candy and gum.
Candy, gum, definitely. Y piérdete, who cares?
Okay. Next time we have the four guys on the mic, I'm gonna bring my map. My maps go. I still have it.
Yes.
It's at home.
Really?
So yes, I do.
Wow.
So some of the street you're looking for, they're probably not gonna be there. But hey, 1980, 1990s maps go. You know, hey.
Okay.
This might be a weird question,
Never such thing.
but if you were to hide a body that you had just killed, what would you like? How would you hide it? Where would you put it?
I will flush it down the toilet.
I kill them every day.
Whoosh.
Would you cut it up in like parts and flush it down?
Sure will.
You have to
Big Mama, now you know.
Mm-hmm.
get that blender and shred it.
You know, I think it's hard nowadays with science being so advanced, DNA and everything. I mean, I don't know if people can get away with that stuff.
Okay, yeah. Now I know, Miss Mendez. Thank you. That's why I don't like that side because of, I don't want to say their name.
I hadn't read that comment, but okay.
You're right next to it.
Yeah.
So,
So,
now I can say, because I lived all over Dallas.
yep. So I would just throw it in the Trinity River. Just let the fish eat it. Get rid of it that easy. Simple. Wash away evidence.
Hey, piranhas?
The body will decompose eventually.
Yep.
Why is the question, though?
Just
playing,
wondering.
Well, what you got planned?
What you planning?
Nothing. I was just
You
wondering.
need some help?
Because something I would do is I would dig up a hole, cut the body in pieces, get in the, and then plant in like endangered plant.
Mm-hmm.
So that way.
Poison ivy. That way nobody touches it.
Put
There
it in
you
a
go.
flower bed.
Yes, that's why. So they won't be able to dig up the plant. 'Cause-
Oh, it's just a flower bed.
I've been
That's not
watching
flower
too much
bed.
Criminal Minds.
Yeah.
Sorry, I just really love watching serial killers and that kind of stuff.
Mm. Yeah, I'm nervous now.
Don't breathe.
Someone's gonna have to take her home. Can somebody take her home for me?
Not me. No, thank you. Alrighty, guys.
So I want to know something. What do you prefer, Coke, Pepsi, or Dr Pepper?
Neither. I don't drink Coke. I hate Coke. Any type of soda.
I do
hate
Coke.
soda.
I just pulled a Mr. 88. I stole a question from him, and next year I was like cheating.
Actually, Dr.
Okay.
Pepper would be my first choice. Then it'd be Coke. Then Pepsi.
Really?
The devil's a lie, and so are you.
I also prefer Dr Pepper. I think over all the other drinks.
Nasty ass drink.
But if I were to drink soda, it would probably have to be like Fanta or something. A Mexican drink. Like those jarritos.
Okay.
Fanta y yo somos amigos. Oh, yeah, I don't know that one. That was back in the day.
Yeah, that's way too old.
But no. Yeah, no. My favorite drink, everywhere I go, restaurants, always order Coke. And then they tell me, we have Pepsi. Well, Pepsi's fine. So,
So
Okay.
they had none of those.
Me personally, I was a Coke addict until 1994. And after that, I became a Pepsi man.
Why?
We were overseas. We were in Somalia. We ran out of Cokes.
Oh,
We had beer, and we had Diet Coke.
okay.
So if you're a fan of beer, you're in heaven. But I wasn't at the time.
Right.
So Diet Coke it was, and it was nasty. It really is nasty. If you ever drink Diet Coke,
Oh, Diet
There's-
Coke is nasty. Yeah.
it's nasty. So
It
to
has
me,
more sugar than.
so after that, we had a new batch of Diet Pepsi, and I said, "Well, I'm gonna try this to see if it's not that bad." And it really wasn't bad. So I started drinking Diet Pepsi. But then when I came back to the States, I said, "Well, let me try Pepsi." and I'll be Pepsi everywhere. But if I go to a restaurant and they don't have Pepsi, I mean, I can still drink Coke. But it's not my favorite.
Dr. Pepper.
That is not a drink. neither is Big Red.
What about root beer?
Manos. Hell to the
You
no.
don't like A&W?
I love
Nope.
A&W.
Root beer float?
Nothing that has root beer. De raíz, never.
RC or Mr. Pibb?
RC any day.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, I take an RC over a Pepsi.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
When I was in Corpus, they didn't have nothing. They only had Cokes, but they also had this drink called Shasta.
Oh,
Shasta.
So my favorite drink from Shasta was kiwi strawberry. Yeah. So. No, the kiwi strawberry.
Big Blue. Eva says she likes Big Blue.
Blick Blue.
Eva likes everything we give her.
I've never had. What's a Big Blue?
It's like Big Red, but blue.
Ah, it's the blue one instead of the red. Okay.
It's like
Oh,
berry. Is it
okay.
like berries? What is it? Berries?
I
I
don't know.
really haven't tasted it.
I don't know what Big Blue is, but
It's
I'm assuming like NYPD or something. Big Blue.
Okay.
It's
So
like Big Red, but it's
The
blue.
But
What
it
are
tastes
your-
like Big Red or it tastes like Big Blue?
does it taste the same?
Like,
I don't know. It doesn't taste the same?
Okay, so
Really?
Okay,
before D asks a question, who remembers clear Pepsi?
Was it like Sprite?
It looked like Sprite, but it tastes like Pepsi,
Yeah.
I don't.
and it looked clear like this, like
Yeah.
regular, and it tastes like Pepsi.
Nope.
The only thing they took off was the coloring.
Really?
Mhm.
Yeah.
That's true.
He really
That's very true.
doesn't.
I don't remember anything, but no, I really don't remember any Pepsi being clear.
What about Jungle Juice?
Or Jungle
Juice
Fever.
was clear.
No, it wasn't clear.
Wait, what's Jungle Juice?
Jungle Fever with juice.
It's Kool-Aid.
It's- yeah, it was a drink they used to sell back then.
Yeah.
Jungle Juice.
What did it
that's
taste like?
Like Kool-Aid.
Oh,
That's why I said Kool-Aid.
I thought you were lying.
what flavor Kool-Aid?
Dang,
Oh,
mentiritas.
yeah.
I'm not that mentiritas anymore. Well, I still am, but
Okay. What are your most embarrassing stories?
Having to meet these guys right here when I told them not to do it.
Embarrassing.
for me, it's whenever I'm out with my real friends, and then I have to introduce them.
No, I'm gonna tell you this. This
Which
is,
I don't have any
No,
real
I'm gonna
friends.
tell you this story in my life, and if my wife is listening, she's gonna start laughing
Okay.
like hysterically. So we were on our way down to.
Hello, Snow White.
We
What's
were on
up,
our way
Snow
down
White?
to
Thank you.
Mexico. We were down on our way down to Mexico, Reynosa, Tamaulipas, and we stopped in San Antonio, like the outskirts of San Antonio, and we stopped at Whataburger. That was always our place to go. So I ate my regular meal, and I remember her telling me, "You want to go to the restroom before we leave?" I was like, "I'm just gonna go pee," and so I went to pee. About 15 minutes back into our drive, I get one of those.
Oh shit!
And I'm like, oh, I tightened it up as much as I could. But I didn't say anything, so I just kept on driving, right? And the next thing you know, about 5-10 minutes later, man, I could feel it like it was just ready to get out. And I was going down 37, so I was looking for like a tree. So it can
You're
cover.
paralyzed. Okay.
Yeah, because so kind of like it can block me from the incoming traffic.
Okay.
So of course I found a tree, and I remember taking the toilet paper and run, and I was running. So
Took
I
your money
hid.
and run.
So I hid behind the tree, but she had, the-
Direct view.
she had the direct view, and she saw the whole thing, and she was laughing.
You just always wait.
You already know, with the whole special effects and everything. She goes, "Qué bárbaro." And I said, "What?" She was like, "I went behind the tree." She goes, "Yeah, but I can see the whole thing." And that to me, that was embarrassing. So I got back in the car and we just drove. And she probably looked at me like, "Oh, you stinky mofo."
You probably didn't want to make eye contact the rest of the trip.
I try not to. I kind of look at her like sideways like this. And that is true. She can tell you about it.
We'll ask her next time she comes in here.
So you were out of view from the traffic, but you were in plain view from your wife.
Yeah.
And you like Whataburger, man.
I love Whataburger. That one es que no le hicieron con amor.
Yep, Snow White was coming out like lava. Caliente.
Yeah. Like lávate la ropa ya.
All right, Mr. 88, what's your most embarrassing story?
Not much is embarrassing, but I guess embarrassing in a bit. We always used to make fun my mom back in the days, right? Whatever they do, she tripped one time. She tripped on her back steps, when she was a little bit younger now. Well, not younger, but younger than what she is now. So in the back of the house, there's a two-step to get to the ground level from the house. Then little steps, 2 steps, and she falls. I laughed so hard, and it's like, Mom, how could you fall from just 2 steps?
I remember that.
And then, a week later, I was doing the same thing, and guess what?
He falls down.
I fell. That was embarrassing because everybody was there, and I was just laughing also out loud because the first thing that came to my mind was, I just told my mom that. How could you fall on just 2 steps?
That way he learned.
But
That's when you strained your ankle that day?
no.
Another time? So you fell more than once?
So going back into that time. So going back in the time when you fell down, right? Was your mouth open or closed?
Most likely, it's probably open. Like that. So, but yeah.
How'd you get up?
Well, easy. I just laid there, but then I got up still.
Okay.
Now, this wasn't like this last year when I fell at the house. Of course, that was different. So, yeah.
Yeah. There you couldn't
yeah.
get up?
So that was twice you fell.
Eva wants to know:
Yeah.
is that why you fell?
No, that's not why I fell last year. Last year was something different. So, yeah. But, yeah, no. Last year, I fell and I wasn't embarrassed, but everybody was laughing at me, and I was just like in pain. My whole family was there like, you fell. I'm like,
You texted us about it and we were laughing.
I was
Yeah,
laughing for
no.
you.
ya no le levanten, lo lambió el diablo. Yeah, so, yeah, but that was embarrassing for me back in the day, so. Yeah.
But that was funny, huh?
Yeah. Yes, karma is at its finest. I know.
You already
That's why,
know.
You know.
H.
You know what? I can't remember of anything as far
Lies.
as embarrassing.
Lies.
Well, all right. So one day I was I andaba recargado de la panza. I hadn't pooped in a minute. So I decided to take some X-Lax that night. So I did. I took some X-Lax. The next day in the morning, got up and I was at home, and I didn't have to go to work. So I was like, all right, go in the restroom like every 10 minutes. And then once it's past its course for a while, vas y te sientas, it's like, all right, no shit, all right, vas y otra vez y te sientas y, all right, no shit. I'm like, oh, okay, well, I guess it's done. It went its course. So I go outside and I go get a saw to cut down some branches, and I start cutting down some branches, and I had to pull on the rope to cut one of the branches. And when I pulled, I was like, shit. That was not a fart. So there I go doing the penguin walk all the way back inside the house. And I was like, damn it. So I had to shower, and that's probably one of my most embarrassing moments. I was like, damn it, I thought it was going to be a fart.
The funny thing is, I can relate to that because it's funny that he said the penguin walk. It's funny because you just kind of move. Kind of funny, like, it's happened to me too, so.
You try not to rub it in.
This happened to me too, so it's all good.
Oh, what could I say? I got a lot.
Oh, he's got a lot. Okay.
Just one?
I remember it was one year on my birthday, we got all drunk and all that. And I told the old lady, I'm going to go use the restroom. And dice que nunca llegué a la cama. Ahí estaba tirado yo en el piso allí en el restroom. Halfway in, halfway out.
He was hugging the toilet and it was full of
And they took a picture of you?
Is it Ms. Mendez says it's not when you get caught sleeping while you're on night duty and someone takes a picture of you.
No, I think I know what that one is. I wasn't there, but I heard about it.
Heard about it.
Yep, I heard about it, and now you're like 2,000 miles away, and I heard about
Florida.
it. That was Mr. H. That was for you.
Mr. H.
Well, I don't remember anything.
Oh, I do.
Oh, I-
Everybody
On a
does.
specific, someone took a picture of you sleeping
Yeah, your,
Where?
Your best friend.
when you were
Florida.
on a trip.
No, I think you guys were in Atlanta, no? Was it Atlanta?
Why y'all have to bring up bad
Florida?
memories?
Florida.
That's Mr. H.
Yeah. Look, I was tired. That's all I can say.
Look, all I gotta say, they didn't like draw a penis on your
Forehead or something?
something like that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Your
no.
cheek, go this way.
Well,
Go this way.
¿No se acuerda?
no, I do remember. To me, it's like, okay, you know what? We had been traveling all night. We got there. It was late. And then, me personally, when they say don't sleep on the bus, I don't sleep on the bus. I'm wide awake. I'm watching the kids and whatnot. And then when we got over there, it was already like 1, 2 o'clock in the morning. So I still had to watch the hallway for, till about 6 o'clock in the morning. And I was like, man, it's cold. So I went inside my room, grabbed the blanket, went back outside, and wrapped myself around the blanket, sat down, and I fell asleep. So then here comes the mailman and takes a picture of me asleep and then sends it to the band director. And then my ass got in trouble because of his dumb ass. So it wasn't embarrassing. It's more of a,
That what he learned?
yes, kind of not to trust that man. Which
Okay.
I don't, but
I got another question for y'all. What is the strangest thing or like the funniest thing that y'all were scared of when y'all were little?
Okay, I'll answer that.
Y'all gonna say y'all's mom.
Well,
No.
this is true though. No me gustan las muñecas. Never have.
Me either.
Really?
And my sister had one that was about yay big. It was one of those big ones in there.
Like 3 foot.
And about 3 feet. Yeah. And the funny thing is that they would always leave it right next to my bed. You know why?
Wait, was it plastic or was
Yeah,
it
it was
like,
plastic. You know,
Was
it was
like those antique dolls?
no, it was like plastic and yeah, it was a
Old-
doll.
yeah.
An old-
Mhm.
Made out of glass.
So yeah, no, not a glass,
Plastic.
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 But they would always leave it there, and I'm like, why do you leave her here? Me being my big sister would sleep with my other sister, so they were always together. But me, I would sleep in my own bed way out there, and they would always leave it there. And of course, like they turn off the lights, and
Dang.
you can imagine things. I hated it. I would kind of walk by and do this kind of walk. Yeah.
With a little scoot around it. Yeah.
So
Try
to
to
this
avoid
day, I
Dang.
don't like them.
Wow.
Me either. They're so creepy, especially the really old ones from Mexico.
So in general, just whatever you're scared of in general, or just animals, or what?
General.
In general, okay.
Straight
Mr. 88.
No. What am I most
Scared of?
scared of? Real or toys? It's all the same to me. Snakes.
On the plane.
Snakes.
Snakes.
I don't like snakes. One time, my wife, I was in my mom's house right in West Dallas, cleaning my car. So my wife goes out with my mom. I don't know where they went. I guess they went, a lo garaje, garage shopping or so, garage sale. So anyway, they came back. Here I am washing my car, and then my wife, they knew I don't like snakes, so they
I
bought
already
this,
like ocean
this-
squares.
they bought this big old snake, plastic snake, and they just threw it at me. Man,
Like he did
you-
the Prince.
I did the Michael
Scream.
Jackson.
Well,
I'm
kind of
sorry.
like Michael Jackson and Prince together.
So man, I scream and I scream. So it's just me. I have a fear of snakes. So
I kind of have to agree with Snow White. To this day, I am scared of clowns.
Well,
what's wrong with Bozo?
hey, don't be afraid of your daddy.
Except this clown.
I don't know. I guess when they did the transition from friendly clowns to like scary clowns, I guess that was it for me. I couldn't do it.
I never liked Ronald McDonald. So.
Me either.
You're a little creepy, huh?
Well, no, I just don't like the burgers.
That's because they're not real burgers.
Think mine will be the rides,
Roller coasters?
roller coasters.
Roller coasters? No.
Don't forget the OC1 killer. It's okay.
Next to Giant, I won't.
Man,
That's interesting.
I used to love that stuff whenever I was able to ride them.
So I think for me, I think there's two things that I'm scared of. Even though I've kind of, I wouldn't say I've dominated my fear of it, but I've learned to. I think as an
learn to
adult,
cope with
you want to act tough around people. What?
That's
Right,
you.
it's like COVID test swabs. Okay.
Oh, from the bags.
For me, it's got to be. Well, let me tell you my real first fear, and then I'll tell you my second fear.
His sex wises.
All of them. Alligators, crocodiles, alligators. Just because I just don't. They're just creepy. And I think the second one would be those flying cockroaches. Just, hell, it seems like they
Not the cacao.
it seems like you wanna scare it, and it just, instead of flying away from you, it flies at you. And you're like, what the hell?
I'm not afraid of them, but I know the feeling when they land on you.
Yes.
So that's kind of like, ugh.
So creepy.
Yes, and then like le avientas una chancla, and you better hope you hit it, because if you don't, it's flying at you. It looks like it knows you attacked it or something. I don't know.
And Snow White plus 2 says the movie It.
Pennywise scared you?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Because he was an alien.
Because it was a clown. Was it a clown?
Yes.
It was,
Yes.
It was the clown, but it was an alien.
Same thing.
Was it?
I don't know if it was an alien. It was?
Was it?
Yeah.
I don't remember.
I don't remember either.
I'm going to have to watch it again.
Yes. Watch the movie again, because I think it was an alien.
At the very end, when
The old one
kid-
or the new one?
The
Both.
old one.
the old one.
Old school
I haven't
one.
seen the new
not
one.
the new one.
You haven't seen the new
Okay.
one?
I saw parts of it. It's not the same.
Well,
to
it's
me.
not the same, but
So not the same.
Yeah.
same with the original.
With
Yeah.
the kids that are older. Oh.
Yeah. It's part 2.
Wait, isn't the old one where they attack like any type of people, and then the new one is, I think it's like they only attack children.
No.
Is it same?
It's two parts.
I don't know. I never seen it.
Is there a Georgie on the new one?
Yeah.
Also?
Yes.
It's still the same.
The same characters.
Same.
You can say the same crew.
Same theme. And all that, but different people.
Different actors. One
Better special effects, that's all.
Yeah.
color. Yeah. I still like the old one.
Yep. Next.
So, anybody else scared of anything? That's it. No?
I know my daughter's she's gonna be like, Dad, I knew you were scared of something. No, I don't like them. There's a difference.
What about like paranormal stuff? Y'all aren't scared of paranormal stuff?
No, I'm not.
Go ahead.
Yeah, growing up, yeah, not that I experienced any paranormal, but that kind of stuff freaked me out. It does scare me. 'Cause back in the days, I'm not too sure who family out there, their elders, mom or dad or whatever. You know how they say son curanderos, whatever, right? Curanderos. They do this, they do that, hacen de todo, right? Everything they do. So my mom used to do that. So we asked her to stop because basically, that was it.
Your mom's a curandera?
Huh?
Your mom's a curandera?
My mom was a curandera.
Okay.
Yes, my mom was a curandera, but
Porque te curaba de empacho,
de empacho,
y de
mollera,
ojo. De
ojo.
Right.
Yeah.
I think all Mexican moms do that.
yes, that's what I'm saying. So,
My mom still
You
tries
know,
to do it to me every once in a while.
yeah.
Ven, mijo, para curarte de ojo. It starts with an A y la jodida.
curarte de ojo, curarte de empacho, mollera para los bebés, you name it. So, my mom used to, pretty much do some kind of stuff for people that have, I guess, bad spirits or stuff like that, jujus, remember it?
I remember.
Yeah, so, and that stuff freaked you out because the patient there was like, they were seeing their ghost or whatever, and it's like, it's in our room, in our living room, and it's like, that scared me, that freaked me out a lot, so, that was, that was an experience for me, so it's like, no, that's what I fear.
Pues yo le Snow White, I'm scared of both, los vivos y los muertos.
Not gonna lie, I think one thing I'm scared of would be going to a hospital. I hate going to hospitals.
Because you never know you're going to come back home.
But the question is, have you ever been in the hospital?
Yes, I have.
Okay, so what is it about the hospital that you hate?
I guess because so many people have died there. I don't know how to explain it.
Yeah, no, that's why I asked the question. I mean,
It's like you're going into an empty hallway.
that's because you have the mindset of people die here.
That's true.
And plus it's not very comfy. In other words,
Yeah.
like your own bed. Like if you have your own bed in one of those hospital rooms, you're like, leave me here.
Yeah, they're comfortable.
The hospital can work both ways. Yes, people do die there, but also people are born there.
Mm-hmm. And recovery.
I think I'm only scared of it because of the paranormal side of it.
Mm-hmm.
But besides that,
But it's something that I guess we'll never know, unless you're on the other side, So I mean, it's not that I'm not afraid, but I don't mess with it either. I don't play the Ouija board and all that stuff. I don't play with that stuff.
What about you?
have you ever had a paranormal encounter?
I have never.
I did.
My daughter says she does, but
At your dad's house?
I'm like, really?
I don't
The
know.
door by itself outside.
Last year, we all freaked out.
I didn't, but they did.
Mhm.
I
Well,
never knew that happened.
we were sitting outside, and we were watching a movie. What were we watching?
It was a movie. We were watching a movie on a
Watching a movie.
projector.
A scary movie on a projector. And then for some reason, the garage door closed or open. I don't know.
Was it windy outside?
No?
Just closed and it opened by
no, I don't
itself?
think Wendy was there.
Nope, she wasn't there.
I think she was making hamburgers, no?
Yeah.
And fries.
Only that happened?
Yep. But I don't know. I don't know.
My daughter always tells me, Dad, I saw a shadow in my room, blah blah blah. And I'm like, look, I haven't seen here. I mean, I haven't seen nothing in here, but I was saying that's not true. I said, but if you see him, tell him I say he needs to pay rent. Ain't nobody living here for free.
And
that's right.
and then it moved out.
What about sleep paralysis?
Yes.
What is sleep paralysis?
Sleep paralysis is technically, it could be anything like in my case, I have this, and I always call it a dream, where I'm free falling.
Okay.
You're free falling, you're trying to get up, you can. And then
Okay.
the other one is like where you feel that somebody's
On
on
top of you?
you.
Okay.
So you're trying to wake up and you
Or
can't.
where you feel a presence around you?
Yeah.
You can open your eyes, but you can't move your body.
You can move your body, yes.
I've never had that.
I've had it a few times.
Well, actually, maybe I have. I don't know.
I know.
No,
my
we're not
sister
talking
has
about
had it.
but paralysis.
I had a dream or two where I'm screaming, but I ain't nothing coming out.
That's a different kind of paralysis. It's right.
That's a TB paralysis?
What about superstitious? Y'all believe in that?
Superstitious.
I believe in God, so I believe there's also a devil. So yeah, I mean, superstitious, kind of false, kind of in between. Old wives' tales in a way. My wife's big on that. She'll tell me, "Don't put your shoes under the bed because blah blah blah. Don't open the umbrella." Nothing happens.
Yeah. Exactly. No, I don't believe in any of that, but still, they tell you stuff like that. Like you said, don't open the umbrella into the house, or
Don't walk under the
Don't-
stairs.
Don't walk on the stairs. Don't walk with one shoe on and on, on and the other one barefooted.
Or like if you, yeah, do you believe in the if you break a mirror you get like 7 years of bad luck?
Not that I believe on it, but I don't want to try it. Yes.
Is it the same thing as like tradition? I mean, because there's some people out there that have traditions.
Sure
I
do.
have no idea.
I knew somebody talking about. Oh, it's tradition.
I know who that is. We don't want to say her name.
Nope. But I got a good idea who you're talking about.
Because you notice some of the buildings don't have 13th floor. From 12 they jump to 14.
Yes, that's a lot of. I guess most of those buildings that are tall, they don't have it. So it is a superstitious.
Wait, why don't they have 13th floor?
You know what? So okay.
Bad luck.
So I worked downtown at a building, right? We used to clean it. I was in charge of cleaning the elevators. So on that particular building, the 13th floor was closed off. There wasn't anyone. They didn't have anything there. Nothing. It was empty. Now, when it was me and a friend of mine that were working there, he's actually the one that got me into that job. And I remember one day he says, "Well, let's go to the 13th floor." I'm like, well, "Let's go," right? So we went up there, and it was cool, but it wasn't like really, it wasn't super cold. It was cool, and we kind of started checking it out, and it was the floor was creepy itself. But what got me was like we went into the restroom. And when we went into the restroom really wasn't about the same temperature as the rest of the building. But the water in the toilet was frozen. And I was like, what the hell? How is the water frozen? But I mean, it is creepy, and some buildings do close off that floor. And I don't know, there's a story behind the 13th floor, something about, people acting weird and, doing shit. I don't know.
You heard about the elevator game?
No.
So, question there on the 13th floor, whatever, building. So, do you mean there's no 13th floor, or there's a 13th floor, they just don't use it?
There's a 13th floor, but it's actually 14 instead of 13.
Okay, so where's floor 13? Because the building's got to go up 13th floor, 14th floor, so there's a 13 somewhere.
Yeah, it's 13, but they don't use number 13.
Right. Okay, so there is a 13th floor, because if you count them, oh, that's 13 right there. But then, that's number 14. No, that's 13th floor.
It's 13, but
Okay.
Is substitute the 13 to the 14 because 13 is a bad number.
It's a bad juju.
Yeah.
Okay. So they substitute 13 for number 14, or 14 for 13, whatever.
Yes, they
But-
skip the number 13 and they call it 14.
Right. But if you're outside counting the floors,
Yeah.
that one has 13 floors.
Yeah, it's 13.
Okay.
But, they don't.
So is it just a number?
No.
That's
I mean,
not
you
like
should know by now. 10, 11, 12, 14. Not 13. Even if you're outside, it's still going to be the same thing.
No, if I go outside and I count them, I count 13, 14 floors. So there's a 13th floor.
Only on the outside.
Yes, exactly.
But on the inside, it's
On the
only
inside.
14, no 13. Well, I guess it is 13, but it's 14.
13 is a bad number.
We don't use that number.
No.
Come on.
13 is
So, I want to go back to a little bit to what I was saying. Tradition.
What are some weird
yeah.
traditions that y'all have in y'all's family?
Yeah, what are some of the traditions you have in your in your family or just in general? I don't know, in my family tradition, I think honestly, it's kind of like with music. We kind of have a little tradition. Whenever we get together, we listen to a lot of cumbias and Mexican music, and just any kind of party that we have. We always have to have música, cumbias, rancheras, and whatnot.
Why did I think you were gonna say that everyone in the family has to be at least a musician, at least one instrument?
Well, no, that would be also part 2, but no. I think our tradition would be like whenever we hang out, we just listen to cumbias, rancheras, and whatnot. Do y'all have any traditions in your place, in your house, or anything
And
like that?
no, that I recall in my home, well, no. But we did have a tradition in my in-laws' home in West Dallas every Sunday. Every Sunday morning, basically, we wake up, of course, go to church at 7 a.m. After church, we go to the house, eat breakfast. I mean, everybody will stop by and eat breakfast there, and then from there,
Oh, that's nice.
we go to Trader Village.
Oh, okay.
That was every Sunday. So
That's nice.
I think a tradition that I've had in my family is that every Christmas, you know how like I guess it's every Mexican family,
Yeah.
but like certain people would have to bring stuff, and it was always like that every single year.
Yeah.
And also like when everyone gets their presents, they have to open it or like go one by. I don't know if that makes sense.
Yeah. It's so basically it's a tradition, same tradition every Mexican family does. We open
Yes.
our gifts before Christmas.
No, everyone opens it at the same time.
Oh, at the same time?
Yes.
Oh, I don't know about that.
They don't take turns like one by one.
oh, okay,
Nice.
no, I never heard. All at the same time, I've heard that tradition. Like I say, everybody in the Mexican side of the family, everybody always celebrates Christmas el 24, the 24th. We open up the presents at midnight.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
So-
why. But like,
but not at
once-
the same time.
Once everyone gets their presents, they open it at like,
Okay.
know.
and I go one by
okay.
one. That's true.
Because y'all bad. That's why.
We're mad?
They're bad.
Oh,
They get coal instead of presents.
Part code. Here you go.
Tradition is that?
Me ask
You
your
know.
wife. Hey, Miss Mendez, do you know what a tradition is?
Can you help us out? What's tradition? What is tradition? You know.
That's the next question. Next question.
This is a fun. This will be a funny one. So it's a funny one.
Okay.
But now,
I'm gonna
if
start
you
laughing.
had to be a Siamese twin, Siamese,
what's
twin.
that? What's that?
Okay, Siamese, like identical or attached.
Are you talking about animals or are you talking about people?
Cats.
people?
People.
Okay.
People. Okay. So
All of the above.
if you had to be a Siamese twin with one person, that was it. Then I didn't finish it. With
That-
one
you
person.
can't be a Siamese twin with as a person. You could be identical twins.
No, Miss Mendez, no.
Like the movie Stuck on You. Okay.
Okay then.
Thank
Jeez.
you. Okay,
So
like
just
that.
twins?
Okay, whatever. So if you had to be like the movie Stuck on You with one person, which person would it be to pick to be stuck with, and why?
Definitely not
So-
you because you hate me.
Yes, I do. So yeah. So if you had to be stuck with somebody like the movie Stuck on You, which person would it be, and why?
Well, I would say Mr. 88.
Dang.
And this is the reason why.
That's kind of scary.
No. We've got history.
Yeah,
And I have other uncles who have a lot of respect and everything, but I think Mr. 88 is the closest to me. So in a way, I kind of look up to him when I was a kid, and through our lives, we've pretty much been there for each other. When I joined the military, he was the guy that kind of kept me abreast of whatever was going on in Dallas. I love sports. I love the Cowboys, so he would make sure that I would get the newspaper, even though he was kind of newlywed. So things like that, it meant a lot to me. And of course, as we went on through our lives and stuff, I was there for him, during his down times, and he's always been there for mine. So yeah,
Right.
he's stuck on me even though he hates me. Take that,
I know.
bish.
And you're gonna say MX1, right?
Not really. No, but
Nah,
that
I
was-
really hate him.
No, I really hate him. Oh, right. Yeah. All the stuff I did, and I could have been doing something else. But no. Yeah, that is a good question. So I'll leave mine for last, because I asked a question. So, who would you
Dang.
pick?
Okay. I guess can we be conjointed in any kind of way? Because
Sí, en your case, de las nalgas.
Ay, güey. Pasarnos los pedos. For me, honestly, I can't see myself being attached to anyone that long. Um,
Porque eres sucio.
see, but if it had to be, it's got to be some kind of a model or something like that.
June.
No,
Hey, that's
hell
a
no.
person. Anybody.
Um,
It doesn't have to.
He's talking
all right,
about.
so I guess
He's talking about put your hands
see,
on my
so we're gonna
shoulder.
be, hey, we're gonna be conjoined. I mean, I just want it to be like así enfrente de mí, así we're just both enjoying it. I don't know. I guess it would be someone that's smart, unlike me. It really doesn't matter who, as long as they're intelligent and have decent conversation.
I think your dog has all those qualities.
Bitch, my
Oh.
bitch
Yeah,
definitely
your
has
bitch.
my bitch has definitely those qualities. And
And
her
at
name is
the,
June.
you know what? And at the end of the day, whenever you arrive, she's always waggling her tail. So why else could you want?
Go ahead.
Mr. Bags, you better say OC1 killer.
I will have to be somebody like me, because I'm the only one that can stand myself. I'm an ass. I'm selfish.
I believe he's just scared.
No,
Look, I already know. Miss Mendes, I already know what Mr. ADA is gonna say. You know that girl that's been doing our publicizing her movie lately? I'm pretty sure that's what he's gonna choose.
Yep.
Darn it! Let me change that. Oh, now I gotta think.
So you weren't gonna go with J. Oh.
Hey! Don't pick on nobody.
I want to be a
That's my
movie
next
star.
wife. Me. Oh, it's up to me. Jeez. Then I can't say that name anymore because somebody doesn't want me to. So it's like, okay. But now, anybody just out of fun, basically, who would it be?
For me, it'd be Jesus Christ. Now that I think about it, he would definitely keep me out of trouble.
Yeah, well, he'll. Yeah, he'll definitely
And
keep you out of trouble.
I might have a chance at heaven, just maybe.
No, somebody famous, somebody well known, or anybody. Yeah, I mean, I even put that one as a hard one for me now because you guys,
I'm sure
don't
you would.
want to say, you guys don't want to hear my
That was
answer.
your question.
Yeah, but I had my answer. Now it's like, I don't want to use that one no more.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why
so
you
That's why. Okay. Now,
But what would you? I mean, how would that you and be her conjoined it together? That don't no sense.
because I
Just,
love her.
just imagine
No.
if they were like the entrance theme song would be dum 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 dum.
No, but really, seriously, it's an easy one for me. So, my best friend, that's what I would pick. Yeah, him and I mean, up to right now, we're still good friends, even though
Ace.
we have our own family now.
Who's Simon?
But still, Simon.
Who?
Yeah, Officer Tapia. For those
Okay.
of you who don't know, yeah. So yeah, he's one of my best. Well, he is my best friend since first grade.
Yeah, he doesn't feel the same way, but
So-
yes.
Yeah, I know he doesn't feel the same way, but hey, but still, that's what I would pick because
Okay.
we've been so close.
No, and you know what? I can relate to that. I mean, my best friend, I wasn't his best friend. So yeah, I can.
I know. Yeah,
Yeah.
I know. Well, that's why I said I may not be his best friend, but to me, that's my best friend. So, yeah.
Sometimes, yes, a little too hard. Yes.
Yeah, so that's my answer. D.
I would probably have to say my little cousin, Carol.
Okay.
Only because, since I've known her since she was a baby, and she's kind of like a replica of me.
Oh, really? Yep.
A mini
Yeah.
me.
Like
Pobrecita.
when I argue with her, it's like I'm arguing with myself.
Yeah.
Okay.
Neither one of us wins, so
Okay.
I would have to say her.
Cool. That's good. That was very good. Okay, so we're talking about DJs and music, Mr. H also. Okay, so has your taste of music changed since you were a teenager? Has your taste of music changed since you were a teenager? I know some of you guys are still teens, but still, for those that are not, yes, I know you're 5. So
Mentally,
Let
right?
me see. Honestly, I don't know because I listen to different type of music every single day. So I guess you could say that it does change. I don't know.
So it has to change because when you were 5 or 6 or 7, you listened to one type of music, and now that you're older, you listen to a different type of music, right?
No, I still listen to the same music.
Dang, Barney. Oh no, that's not you. That's my other daughter.
No, I listen to Caillou.
Caillou?
I mean, Curious George.
Curious George, yes.
No, I think it has changed a lot, but not drastically.
Okay. Bags.
Well-
Mr. Bags.
Well, I still listen to all kinds. Morning, classic rock. Home. R&B, smooth music.
Right.
Or 80s hits.
Yeah.
And hip hop at home sometimes.
Okay.
that's cool. Mr. H?
Also, I don't think my taste in music has changed. I think music throughout the years has changed, but not the type of music that I like.
Right.
So it's not really for me. It's not. I don't think I still know what I like as far as music. It's just the new style of music, the new eras of music. They don't appeal to me anymore.
Don't you say that all type of music this generation is like the same?
No, yes and no.
Do you think it's the same?
No. I think music itself. Music itself is music, right? But to me, it's like the lyrics behind the music have changed so much that I no longer find an interest in the kind of lyrics they put out here nowadays.
Okay.
Well, I pretty much have stayed to my roots. I've always liked Mexican music, but I've also I got introduced to hip hop.
When did you drop Tejano?
You know what? People always ask me, "Hey, man, what about Tejano?" You know what? Tejano was not the type of music we listened to in our house. The only one that I can tell that kind of listen to Tejano was one of my uncles.
Mr. 88?
Nope.
Not even.
Victor used to listen to Little Joe and ZZ Top.
Oh, okay.
But the family, like anything else, my grandfather, Carlos y Jose, los Caetes de Linares,
Yes.
all that stuff. So
Okay.
Tejano was never, ever big in our, in our family. So Uncle George introduced me to hip hop, the early 80s, and then the electro breakdance era, and then from there the early rap and stuff like that. So I stay true to that because I still like it. And of course nowadays it's more like resampling of the music, like of the 80s and 90s. I listen to everything in between. I can go from gospel to classical, a little light rock, so a little bit of everything, but definitely I stay true to my old hip hop. And I'm talking about the 80s rap, where they used to have messages, the
Right,
message
yeah.
in the rap song, versus now is F this and F that, and my girlfriend this and my girlfriend that. So
Yep. And that's so I think in a way I think you agree with me that it's not the music that has changed, it's the lyrics that
have definitely changed.
So it's technically like the generation.
What was again?
It's like the generation.
Yes, because it's funny that you say generation. My son was born 2007. He's actually listening to the 80s hip hop. And it's funny because, like, hey, Dad, do you know who sings this? Yeah, son. I actually was living in the same area when this rapper was coming along. So yes, I know who they are.
But if you notice, all the movie soundtracks, they're all from the 80s.
yeah.
Yes.
So the 80s had a lot of good music.
Original.
A lot of good music. And people from the 70s can debate, the 70s was probably better because it was a disco era.
Yeah.
And the 60s doo-wop and the 50s rock and roll and so forth and so on.
But I think we are the 80s generation had pretty much all the eras. I mean,
We
because
sure
even,
do.
Because even,
Yeah.
I mean, if you stop and you think about it, there isn't the new styles of music have come out that you can say, okay, well, this type of music just came out. It's like brand new. Once hip hop hit, I mean, I think it's all pretty much the same.
See,
See, even I think that what is it? The people that write the songs these days,
Yeah.
I really
Composers?
think that yes, I really think that they copyright songs from the 80s, and we just don't realize it.
At times.
well, the one thing that people say, oh man, you don't like the Hunt. No, I do. Music is music.
Yep.
The problem with it is there's not new material. New material, no
That
new
is true.
singers. There are new singers, but they don't allow them. So that's the problem that I have. Like in Mexican regional music, a group out of nowhere, and I give you an example. Back in 2001, Grupo Masore came into the mainstream. Now Masore had been already going for years prior to their big hit.
Yeah.
Nueva Rosita, it was more like local, and then they made it international. In the Tejano scene, it seems like a small little group from a small little place will never make it big because you have all these artists in big cities and stuff like that. So that's the problem with it. But I like music, but since I'm not used to that, after a while I get bored. So that's my take on that.
Me myself, growing up, as a teen, it was all about rap music, breakdancing, all that kind of stuff. Yes, I know. But as I was
He's playing
Yeah.
basketball.
Curtis Blow, yeah. So anyway, it was just rap music. Yeah. After that, I changed. Yes, my taste in music did change.
He sure did. I was there to witness it.
I started liking girls too, so I had to change. So no, but
And I say,
Rap.
sell out. You're a
Nobody-
sellout.
yeah, but no. So I changed from
He's like old women.
Yeah. So no, but I changed it from rap music to cumbias. So yeah, for me, they changed.
He sure did. He betrayed me.
Sure did. I just got him started, and he just took off from there, and I switched.
Okay, so what's the next question?
Besides the 80s, what other year had the best type of songs? Besides the 80s.
Well, I want to say probably 1992
Why 1992?
because that's the year I graduated. So 1992. Well, you asked me what year I feel, and it's 1992. We had a lot of hits like Hip Hop Hooray, Rum Shaker, One More Try, End of the Road, you name it. You probably never heard none of those, but yeah, there were hits.
I've never heard of
Yeah,
those.
like I said, I've never heard of them because I was born in 2000.
Actually, I think
I think 2000 has the best music.
I think prior to the 80s, I think every decade after that has had its hits, but to compare to the 80s, none. So yeah, I think all the other decades have had good songs come out. I mean, like you said, 90s, you could go up to 2000s. You can pick groups here and there, 2000, whatever. So I think every decade it changes. But yeah,
I think 2000 hip hop was the best.
2000 had some pretty good hits in hip hop.
But not the best, though.
No,
But not the best. No.
Not the best. Even Miss Mendes would tell you she wrong.
I think the best artist from the 2000s would have to be like Beyonce, Pink,
Black
Yeah,
Eyed Peas.
but
Black Eyed Peas.
But you're talking pop music.
Yes.
That's pop music. That's not hip hop.
Nope.
What's the difference?
There lies your problem.
I don't know the difference.
Beyonce will be considered pop music.
Yeah.
Pop. Okay,
Yeah.
and
Now
what's hip-hop?
her husband Jay-Z hip hop.
That's hip hop.
Yep.
Eminem Hip hop.
I thought Eminem was rap.
Same thing. Rap, hip hop.
Oh, it's the same thing?
Yes.
Okay, so what's RB?
R&B.
Yeah.
Kind of like the hip hop love songs. Same with freestyle. It's love songs, up tempo music. That's all it is. If you listen to a Latin hip hop song, it's all about love. If you listen to country, you lost your dog. Same thing.
That's true.
All right. So it's
Either you lost your dog or you like a beer in Margaritaville or in Mexico. I'm telling you, I ain't gonna lie.
What about your favorite group?
English or Spanish?
Either. Both.
My favorite group growing up, Run DMC.
Ooh.
Exactly.
DMC.
Run DMC.
My
Adidas.
yeah.
And then Spanish, that's a hard one, but I would probably have to say, I want to say probably Flash.
Flash.
Grupo Flash.
Flash is pretty good.
Never heard of them.
Yes.
Movie Flash?
Yes, but in the song, in the
yes,
singing.
Flash Gordon.
What about you, Mr. 88?
Flash Gordon.
Yeah, mine will be Flash. That's
For-
my group, Spanish
for
group,
Spanish?
Spanish
What
group.
about
English one. Group.
We're not
Flash.
we're not talking New Kids on the Block either.
Damn it!
Never mind. That one. No, group wise, group. Groups. Yeah.
Michael Jackson and Jackson 5.
Tito. No, group wise. I mean English. I mean, God, there's so many. But I guess when I was growing up, still, it was the Jackson 5. That was me. Because all the other ones were all singles.
Growing up or just in general?
No,
Which in general?
in general.
Yeah. Oh. I said growing up?
Yeah.
Okay, like.
Because growing up, it was Flash for me in Spanish.
Y ahora?
Okay, what about in general?
And now who is it?
Y ahora, still Flash.
What? That hasn't changed.
Still Flash. Because it's cumbia. And
Okay.
I like cumbia, so.
No, I went from Flash to nowadays Masore. Masore is
Sorry.
yeah for me.
For Mr. Mendes? I mean, for Mr. Bags?
Houdini.
Yeah.
English?
Cause he's a hoe.
Spanish.
You know he's a hoe.
No.
How do we know? Because we tell you so. Cause he's a hoe.
Have you
You
heard
know
that
he's
song?
a hoe.
No.
Okay.
Friends.
How
Spanish?
many of us have them?
Friends.
No,
One
never
we
heard
can
of it.
depend on.
And
Friends. You need to listen to the 808 Mix Show.
Look it up.
What is it called again?
Houdini.
Houdini?
And Snow White. Claro que sí. Who can forget? Mojado. Grupo Mojado.
Mojado is
Right.
probably one of my favorite ones, but my favorite música in general, it would be Los Reyes Locos. Los Reyes Locos, man, I love their
Yeah.
style.
That was a good
What
one.
about English?
In English, Michael Jackson and the Jackson 5. No, it would have to be probably Queen.
I was about to say that too.
Okay.
But it would have to be between Queen and Black Eyed Peas.
Black Eyed Peas are pretty good. I like Black Eyed Peas.
Or the Beatles.
Eh.
No, I don't want to know your name.
Ringo.
Probably for Spanish. I don't really listen to that much Spanish, but if I do, like Intocable,
Intocable. Okay.
Los Intocables, yeah, it's good group.
Pesado. I don't know if
Pesado.
it's the same thing.
Pesado, no? They're not the same thing, but yeah. It's same style.
Yeah.
Kind of same style, yeah.
Heartbreak song.
Yeah.
Best songs ever.
But nobody likes the Chico de Barrio.
What's that?
Mr.
Chico
Chivo.
del Barrio.
Mr. Chivo,
Mr. Chivo.
yes.
I don't know who that is.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, you do.
What have you?
You know
probably, she's probably listened to them,
You
but she
know
doesn't
if
know
you
who they
heard
are.
Okay.
If you heard a song, you know, oh, that's them. Yes, it's them.
Okay, what song?
Una canción de Mr. Chivo, la más famosa es.
A lot of them.
Oh, yeah, pero esa es la de.
Tomando ron, Coca-Cola. Ay, dice papá y mamá.
Nope.
Oh, yeah.
I've played it. Okay.
You have?
Yeah, but I
El
like
abuelito.
Tongo, tongo,
Que
tongo,
di-
ñaito, tongo, ñaito.
¿no?
Man, oh man, I tell you what, this generation don't know about the classics.
No sabe nada.
Nope.
They need to tune into the 808 Mix Show Latino so they know what's up.
Yep.
Okay?
All right. So what's the next question?
So
Next question.
download the Mixcloud. Tune into the 808 Mix Show Latino next time.
Okay.
Yes, but I want another question.
So, who makes better movies, DC or Marvel?
Ah, that's
Marvel.
easy.
Oh.
Marvel.
I want to say DC.
Marvel has better storytelling, but DC has better characters.
You tell them.
No doubt.
There you go. I agree with him 100%, like Mr.
I
H.
think-
Me too.
I think Marvel has better effects, but I kind of do agree.
DC.
DC has better characters, but Marvel has better like action kind of stuff.
They just don't put out. DC just doesn't put out enough movies about their characters.
Yeah. Like
So if-
Spider-Man
yeah.
has like 3 of his own movies, and Iron Man has his own movies.
Yeah.
And then it's like all collective.
And the only one we know about DC is like Superman. That's it.
You.
Well,
Batman.
yeah, but
Catwoman. Justice League.
yeah.
You could be a superhero. What kind of powers will you have?
I'd be the invisible man. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I know what you do.
Simón, todo sucio.
Hollow Man.
Hello, man.
Hollow man. You already
Does it have
know,
to be-
baby.
Does it have to be superpowers, or like can we be like a character?
You can be a character, but I want to have that superpower, invisible.
I would probably have to say probably like Spider-Man. What? Probably
Superman. Be able to fly.
be able to fly.
That's a good power.
With your birdie friend.
But you know why, right? Cuando lo mandan por la fregada, nomás
See?
solo se va.
I don't know. That's
I
a
know
tough
Mr.
one.
H. I know Mr. H would like to be Mike Tyson. Yeah.
Vamos.
Now it's even, baby.
¿Para morder orejas o qué? No, that would be Miss Mendez. Probably would be Mike Tyson. Trying to beat us. Oh, Mr. Bags would be Mike Tyson. Oh, okay.
No, he'd be the punching bag.
Mr. Bags,
Superhero?
you don't know no
Mr.
superheroes?
Powers?
Superhero.
A shield, so you won't take the punches.
Is that from the Fantastic Four? You can stretch.
Oh, okay. Stretch.
That'll be Mr. Fantastic.
Yeah,
Ay,
Mr.
sucio.
Sí. Hey, we don't want you want to stretch. We don't.
Oh. You want to be flexible?
Don't stand in front of me.
Or behind you. It doesn't really matter.
He was like, I can stretch any part of my body. Check this out. Watch it grow.
Okay, for me, I think it would be. I really don't see myself in any kind of character or having
No
any kind
seas
of
mamón.
superpowers. Maybe speed, super speed.
Speedy Gonzalez.
Why is it because I'm Mexican? Are you being racist?
No, we just like Speedy Gonzalez. El
Okay.
Speedy Gonzalez.
Okay. Has there ever been a time where y'all were close to like death, and how did you avoid it?
You can't avoid.
You can't
Death.
avoid it. But did you come close to death?
Yes.
This ain't
Yes.
Final Destination.
Mhm.
Well, have you ever been close to death?
Yes.
Yes.
Please do tell.
Plenty of times.
Well, I know this is kind of cheesy, but every time I go into surgery,
Oh, okay.
I go to sleep, but I don't know if I'm waking up. So I know you was like, oh, that's lame. No, that's actually the real deal. When I
Yep.
was single, I didn't have to worry about anything. But now that I have family, and my wife can attest to that, I always say, hey, you know what? If I don't wake up, so you know I love you, and tell my kids that I love them too. Every time.
Right.
Sign this waiver right here.
Does it have a watch on it?
Would you leave a
no.
note?
Huh?
Would you leave a note?
No, because there's no note to leave. I'm going to surgery.
Like when you die, like you don't want to write a note for like your kids.
How would I know if I'm dying? Why would I write a note if I'm having surgery and then you wake up and you be like, Dad, really, Dad? No.
No, like if you die, you'd be like, oh. Give
If
this
I
to my
know I was dying, because there's times when they say you only have a few days to live, then yeah, you would leave a note. Yes.
But when you're facing a near death experience, you ain't got time to write a note.
When you get into a car accident, I mean,
I would leave a note. I'll say, look under the bed. There's $1,000. And then when they look under the bed, there'd be another note. Sucker.
Sucker. Near death, I guess near death experience. Yes, I think we've all had some type of near death experience. I recall one time driving. Still, I was always little, but well, not always little, but like when I was little, driving home with my brother.
he's never been little.
Yeah, well, I was skinnier, but but yeah.
Later.
So
Okay, that's different.
So yeah, there you go. Okay, when I was skinnier, basically, yes, driving home with my brother from out of town, coming home on the highway, don't know what happened, but either my brother was trying to avoid somebody or by hitting somebody in another car, so he swerved. Of course, you're on a bridge, and the car just hit the get the little rail, but it was scary because I thought we were just gonna go over the bridge.
rail. Wow.
So that was an experience for me, and I still remember that. So
Wow.
that's
I've
good.
never really had any kind of experience like that.
I almost got ran over one time in school
Really?
zone.
Damn.
Well, at school. So I was crossing the street to go to the portables, and you know, like you're supposed to be going slow through there.
Yeah.
Well, this was like in the morning, and I was walking and I was looking down on my phone, and then out of nowhere I just feel like something like kind of like grab me and pull me back.
Yeah.
And then I stopped, and this car, it was going like 50 miles per hour, just passed like right in front of me,
Wow.
and it was like this far away from me, and the wind thing for the mirror
Yeah.
that hit the hoodie.
Yeah.
It didn't hit me, it hit my hoodie, and I was like, dang.
Wow.
And there's no one behind me, and like there's no one in front of me, and it was just me by myself.
So who grabbed you?
I don't know.
All
Grateful
right.
to God that someone did,
Alright.
or I think it was
Something
the
did.
wind. Yeah, something did.
No, I
Someone
know.
or
I know
something.
Mr. Bat has plenty of stories about near that.
Ooh, man,
when he got into the car, he couldn't get it started.
I think my first one was
First one. How many you have?
Any.
He's been done with his 9 lives. Okay.
It was back in '90. I was working over there in Memphis, Tennessee.
Oh, I was gonna say, is that when you met your wife?
No, she wasn't born yet.
That's when his life passed before his eyes.
And this metal I-beam fell on top of my head.
Damn.
Metal
I-beam.
I-beam.
A piece of metal. Yeah. Steel.
Shape as the eye. Hit the hard hat I was in, and had to go to the hospital to get stitches.
So, do you get stitches or the hard hat get stitches?
I did.
Okay.
Was the hard hat okay?
Hard hat was okay.
Oh, thank God. Good. The hard hat
Man.
survived.
I've never been in a situation like that. So I mean, I'm trying to think of something, but I'd be lying if I say I've come close to or an experience
Like
of.
no one like came up to you and threatened you or anything like
Oh.
like a knife or a gun or anything.
Oh, okay. Well, then that's all the time.
That's every day.
That's actually okay. So let me. There is a couple of times, but I think one of them was see, I was a pizza delivery guy. You know. Yeah. And so I was delivering pizzas for a Pizza Hut, right? And
At Pizza Hut?
yeah, I delivered pizza for Pizza Hut.
That's cool.
Man, I wish I could have been your friend back then. Can I get the hookup?
Oh, heck yeah, shoot. Yeah, they would get hookups. My friends. So one day I accidentally went through to the wrong block. It was the correct address, but it was the wrong block. It was actually a block over. But since I already knew all the streets, I turned on the wrong one. And I was like, all right, ¿dónde está la casa? ¿Dónde está la casa? So I stopped in front of the house, and I knocked on the house, rang the doorbell, and there was a person on the other side of the door. Said, who is it? I was like, Pizza Hut. And then I just see the door open, and as soon as the door opened, like there was a the glass door, and he had a gun, and he put it right up to my head on the glass, and I was like, oh shit. I was like, so you didn't order the pizza? And the guy goes, no. I was like, I'm sorry, what's your address? And he kind of told me his address. I was like, hey, you know what? I apologize. It's the next block over. I turned on the wrong block. And he said, well, get out of here. So.
Believe the pizza.
Exactly.
I would have left it. I left more than a pizza there.
He said, never mind, I don't need your shitty pizza anymore.
That's what I'm saying. I was like, I left the pizza. I left the pie. I left the pizza, but I left the pie, sir. So I just backed up slowly, turned around and left. That's probably the closest I've ever been, and that was scary. But so there's my story.
Well, I mean, I've been shot at. So I mean, yeah, I mean, we've had near experience. I don't know if those bullets were meant for us. I mean,
Right.
that's one of those things.
¿El suegro? Okay.
No, military wise.
Oh, military. Okay.
Yeah. So I mean, yeah.
Snow White there says the time she did, she felt so at peace.
She was talking about probably when she went under.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, guys, it's been a pleasure. It's been another 2 hours of our show, and we would like to go ahead and thank everybody for actually tuning in. And,
Yes, thank you.
Yeah,
Thank you.
y'all.
Thank you.
Thank you. I'm glad these guys were actually ready this time. We always usually start very slow. I'm told, but they said it usually gets really, really good. My daughter really enjoys the show. She says. So,
Thank you.
on behalf of the four guys on the mic, this is episode number 5. Aquí estamos con Mr. 88, Mr. Bags, and Mr. H. Hasta la próxima. Nos vemos.
All right. Peace.
Thank you, guys.